Mrs. Lucio, is this your husband?
Yes.
Why don't you have a seat, sir? And you are Dr. Cole?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Lucio, you are suing Dr. Cole because you say that he performed a breast augmentation procedure for you and you were not satisfied with the result.
That's correct, Your Honor.
I gather from your complaint that this was not the first time that you had had a breast augmentation procedure.
That's correct.
When was the first time that you had the procedure done?
It was in 1992.
What happened with that procedure?
It was fine.
So why are you doing it again?
For larger breasts.
Why?
It's what I wanted.
If you had the procedure done in 1992 and you said it was fine, what changed in the last?
The scene opens in classic courtroom fashion. Judge Judy immediately takes charge, addressing Sandra Lucio and identifying her husband and the defendant, Dr. Cole. It doesn't take long for the central issue to come into focus. Sandra is suing Dr. Cole over a breast augmentation surgery she says didn't turn out right. Turns out this wasn't her first time under the knife. Her first procedure back in 1992 was, in her words, fine. So why do it again? According to Sandra, she just wanted to go bigger. Judge Judy asks bluntly, why? Sandra's answer is just as straightforward. It's what I wanted. Personal preference, plain and simple.
Last 4 or 5 years.
I just thought that I would prefer larger breasts. I had breastfed my children, and I was at a certain size. And with age, my figure had changed, and that I wanted it more in proportion.
And are you telling me that you were totally satisfied with the procedure that was done in 1992?
Yes.
Well, let me make sure. Didn't you tell me in your complaint that your breast size was different? One was heavier than the other?
That was before any surgery.
And after the 1992 surgery, both breasts were exactly the same?
Pretty much. It was from a different doctor.
I know it was from a different doctor. What do you mean, pretty much?
It was to my satisfaction, yes.
Okay. And then you consulted Dr. Cole.
That's correct.
Judge Judy presses further, trying to figure out what exactly changed over the years. Sandra explains that after breastfeeding and aging, her body changed, and she wanted something more proportionate. But Judy's not buying vague answers. She digs into past complaints and points out that Sandra once said her breasts were uneven. Sandra quickly clarifies that was before any surgery. Despite some minor hesitation, she insists the 1992 procedure left her satisfied. But when Judy asks why she didn't return to that same doctor, Sandra says she couldn't find him. He'd moved, and she didn't have any luck tracking him down. That opens the door for Dr. Cole to enter the picture.
Why didn't you go back to the doctor that you consulted in 1992 and who did the surgery in 1992?
He had moved.
Okay. Moved to another city, another...
I just couldn't find him. He had moved. He had moved from an area he wasn't, I couldn't find him. I couldn't locate him.
Did you try?
I had went to him when I had a problem with some pain, and I had went back to his office, and they were doing some remodeling around that area. And also I had had a girlfriend that gave me some information on Dr. Cole, and I had seen his work on some lip surgery that he had done for her, and I just thought I'd try another doctor.
Okay. So he came well recommended to you?
He came recommended for a different type of surgery.
So why did you decide to use him?
Sandra tells the court she found Dr. Cole through a friend who had lip surgery done by him and was pleased with the results. Though he wasn't recommended specifically for breast surgery, Sandra decided to give him a shot. She met with him, liked what he had to say during the consultation, and moved forward. Judge Judy seems skeptical, but listens carefully. Sandra explains the costs, $3,600 initially, plus consultation and surgical center fees totaling $4,000. There's a lot of money on the table, and it's clear this decision wasn't made lightly, even if it seems like it might not have been made wisely.
breast surgery?
I went and had a consultation with him. I listened to what he had to say, and I just thought I would use him.
How much was he going to charge you for the surgery?
He was going to charge me originally $3,600.
And ultimately?
The $75 consultation fee, and then I also paid, the total was $3,200 with the surgical center was $800, which brought a total of $4,000.
How much did you pay for the first surgery?
I don't recall, not the total.
Do you remember?
I wasn't involved with her at the time.
Oh.
I wasn't married to her at the time, Your Honor.
When did the two of you get married?
In '95.
But you have children from a...
Judge Judy circles back to the first surgery and costs. But Sandra can't remember how much she paid. Her husband adds that he wasn't around back then. They weren't even married yet. We learn they tied the knot in 1995 and have no children. Together, it's a quick dive into Sandra's personal history that adds context to her decision. Judge Judy then shifts focus to the husband. This is where things get a little personal and a little funny.
Prior marriage, is that right?
Correct, yes.
You have no children together?
No.
I want to ask you a couple of questions, so stand up here. You fell in love with her the way she was, right?
Yes?
Did you encourage her to have this second surgical procedure?
No, I did not.
Did you try to discourage her?
Yes, I did.
My kind of man.
The judge wants to know if Mr. Lucio loved his wife just the way she was, and he says yes. Did he support her getting another surgery? No, I did not. In fact, he tried to discourage it. Judge Judy, clearly impressed, smirks and says, "My kind of man," which gets a laugh from the courtroom gallery. And just like that, the gavel bangs and the drama takes a pause, leaving viewers wondering what's coming next in this heated cosmetic surgery dispute.